Good morning everyone and welcome back to the vlog. Today is going to be a super exciting day. I am headed down to Classic Speed and I'm going to be building the GT40 into a wide body. Now if you guys follow Mac Manifi on Instagram, he actually makes the Ruffian cars. He made the Ruffian GT40 and it looks so good. Now he has all the tricks, bells and whistles into his GT40, but the producer of his kit, I think it was Signature Carbon along with the wheels, have allowed us to buy a kit also, and we are going to be building, I'm guessing, the second one around the world. Now we're going to be using my blue GT40 as the base car, and the shop has actually prepared it already. They've put it into the showroom, removed the wheels, and are ready for me to cut. Now I brought the air saw down from the farm so that we can proceed to do the work on the car. Should be fairly quick. It's 4 fenders, a front lip and a rear lip. The engine scoop, I'm not quite sure if we're going to use it, but we might, because obviously it'll help bring down the IATs of the engine as well. Now we're just headed onto the Skyway at the moment. We should be in Classic Speed in roughly an hour and a half. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain this afternoon. We were supposed to take out the 458, but I decided otherwise because the prediction said this afternoon is going to be heavy rains. We'll see. We're finally here at Classic Speed preparing the GT40 for the wide body kit. Now the wide body kit is made by Competition Carbon along with the signature wheels wrapped in Toyo rubber. The kit is going to be fairly quick. We're just going to basically mock it on up, line the fenders and see how much we're going to cut off. But basically we're not going to finish everything today. It's just going to be a test fitting so that the team can now bond the kit into the body and then paint it afterwards. We're gonna retain the center lock here on the wheels, but I'm thinking the spinners have to go and be replaced with an actual center lock so that we can have the safety aspect of really locking it down. I also want to add a locking pin for that extra safety feature, but it looks so good. One of our main problems is because the wheels are much wider and much heavier, the steering is also much heavier. So the team is actually going to remove the windshield after we do all the work and try to fit in an electronic power steering. Fingers crossed, hopefully this works. We have a lot of guidance from Chris Ashton from Mac Manifi on Instagram. Thank you, Chris, so much for guiding us on how to build the GT40. He builds the Ruffian GT40s, which looks so good. Let's get straight to work. Computation. The shock length here versus the wheel gap should be how much the wheel should travel in versus how much we need to cut off the rear fender. So ideally, we normally cut all the way till the flat spot up here, which means it's like, but then again, yeah, since there is a fender vent, I think we need to cut all the way up here so that we can get all the high pressure air out. The nice thing is this is non-structural, it's all cosmetic, so it doesn't matter how far we cut upward. I think we're going to cut this whole section. Not less than more. because you can always cut again. So we're gonna cut there, all the way around. And actually it could work. Just screws, small tapping screws. RWB style. I think I'd rather do that than Bondo. The Bondo takes like 3 weeks to cure properly. If not, when it flexes, it cracks. Okay guys, it's about time that we're going to leave already. The team at Classic Speed is going to finish the rest of the project. I'm just looking for the blower so I can get rid of all this gunk on me. But the car looks amazing. The kit actually does fit very well. The only issues we had were the nose. But everything else from the fenders and the side skirts were fairly easy to adapt onto the car. We decided to do RWB style of doing exposed rivets, as you can see in the build quality that we had. I basically winged all the measurements, trying to be symmetrical in that sense, and the team at Classic Speed is just going to replicate everything. It made sense because the GT40 already has bolts everywhere, from the headlights to the windows to the back panel. So we actually just carried this essence throughout the whole idea and the build. Plus it makes it easier to finish the car because we can paint the panels separately and then install it back on the car without having to repaint the whole car. So that's gonna be a big bonus. I'm just asking the boys to mount the wheels so that we can see it on the ground before we go. But in between, let me find our air hose. So I had to leave Classic Speed already because I do have a meeting in Manila. I have to sign some documents and I am checking out another car. But in between, Classic Speed will now finish the other side of the car. They know what to do already. I basically cut everything and have test fitted some stuff. So they're going to finish the rest of the car for me. Hopefully the next time we see this car, it's painted up already. As I said, they will be removing the glass to try to install an electronic power steering because with the width of the front tires, we're definitely gonna need it. I'm contacting Kyle also from Fitment to see if he can do an air suspension kit for it because yes, it's way too low. It's so aggressive. It looks like a Ford GT rather than a GT40, and I don't know, I think we need a big wing. Comment down below if you think we need a big wing, but I think we need a big wing. So I'm gonna see how to make some wing stands and cut them out from aluminum and then put a top plate. So we're gonna work on that. Maybe we'll get the wing from the Superformance Future 40 and that can be a good addition to the car. But in between, it looks amazing. Thank you so much to the team at Classic Speed and Cholo for filming everything. Again, I think I'm going to end the vlog now. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed installing the competition carbon body kit for the GT40 along with the signature wheels. Everything looks good together. I can't wait to get everything painted up. Hopefully the next time we visit Classic Speed, we have some progress. Our new paint booth is up, so definitely it's going to go into the new paint booth for that. Anyway, I'll see you guys again in the next video.